It's been a minute. It has been a hot minute. Look at this ring. Doesn't it look, literally, doesn't it look like Edward Collins' Bella Swan's ring? Doesn't it? Kind of, a little bit. I don't know, a little, whatever. I saw it and I thought, Edward is trying to propose to me. It's a sign. We were meant to be together. Not really, but whatever. Hello. Hi everyone. I hope everybody is well, everybody is safe, and I hope everybody has been reading great books. And if you are, let me know down in the comments below what book it is. Yeah, today I'm gonna recommend Friends to Lovers romance books. Now, I know people always shit on Friends to Lovers. I don't know what it is, but people be shitting on this trope. Like, it doesn't get any respect, and I truly hope that the books I'm going to recommend will change your mind, or if you're a fellow Friends to Lovers romance lover like me, you will find a book that you haven't read before, or a book that you're like, oh, I want to try this one. I'll be happy if you did that, or if not, just watch this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Come on guys, let's grow this fam. I can't do it by myself. Literally, I could like create 100,000 subscribers, like accounts, but I won't do that because, I mean, that's excessive. But anyways, without further ado, let's start this recommendation video. First book I'm going to recommend is The Silent Waters by Brittainy Cherry. I love this book. It is the third book in the Elements series, but you don't have to read it in order. I did, but because I love Brittainy Cherry, but you don't have to. All of them are standalone. So this book, The Silent Waters, is about Maggie and Brooks. I always say Brooks, but it's not Brooks, it's Brooks. It is a brother's best friend, Friends to Lovers. Now, so let me just set up the whole plot for you so you know what I'm talking about. Maggie's father gets married. She has a stepfather, so she gets a stepmother and a stepsister and a stepbrother. So the stepbrother has a best friend, and that is the guy that she falls in love with. They are just so cute, so heartwarming. Like, the first chapters are them young, so it is a childhood Friends to Lovers. Maggie is like in love with Brooks. I'm saying it again, with Brooks, and she's like, we're gonna get married, I can't wait to marry you. Literally, I just changed my voice. It was so cute. It's just like so heartwarming, but in typical Brittainy Cherry form, she is gonna break our hearts. She's gonna emotionally devastate us. Like I said, Maggie and Brooks are friends, childhood friends, and then something happens to Maggie, and something traumatic, like really bad. It happens to her, and we do see it. So okay, just because it doesn't sound trigger for me, so it might trigger some people. So like, check the trigger warnings for this book. If you know your triggers and you know that some things aren't gonna work for you, check the triggers for every single book that I mentioned here. So Maggie loses her voice, and she doesn't talk anymore. She doesn't leave her house. She starts homeschooling. It's just like, what happens to Maggie devastates the entire family. It is heartbreaking, and the only person that really is there for her is Brooks. He understands her. He tries to like communicate with her in the best way he can. Like, they kind of, I want to say they develop a sign language, but they develop this form of communication with each other. It's so sweet. The way he loves her, the way he's patient with her. I'm just like, this is why I love Friends to Lovers. There's just something you get out of it that you wouldn't get out of an Enemies to Lovers or any other like dark or age gappy kind of book. Yeah, I really enjoyed this book. I give it 5 stars. I'll never forget this book. It was so sweet and so beautiful, but so emotional. So if you're looking for something like that, try this one out. The next book that I'm going to recommend is Wolfsong by TJ Klune. This is also Friends to Lovers. This book, I would say it is a paranormal romance. I don't know why people don't say that it's a wolf romance, like it's a shapeshifter, wolf shifter romance. This book is so sad. This book is so sad, but it gives you so much. It has just this sense of hope, of family, of just finding your place in this world, of finding your people and just sticking beside them. And it's just this book that's just, you're gonna come out of it and be like, wow, this was amazing. So if you loved Twilight like I did, it will kind of give you like wolf vibes, like if the wolf pack, what are they called? I don't remember, but if the wolves had their own book, it would kind of be like that. But it is an Emmy romance, so that would also be different. But it was so good. It kind of did give me the feels of Twilight as well. It just, there's something about this book, there's something about this writing that's just so effortless. It's just like, it just flows in your mind. You can see everything, you can feel everything that everybody's feeling. It's so beautiful. It's not cliche, it's not dramatic. It's just like, wow. Literally the first 5 minutes I was listening to the audiobook, and I literally almost cried. I was like, oh my god, this is so sad. So Ox is the main, Ox and Joe, they are the heroes in this book. So Ox is a human, obviously, and his dad leaves him in the beginning of the book, in the first chapter. And his dad is like, basically, well, the world is gonna give you shit and you're just gonna have to take it, you know. He kind of calls him Ox, and you can like guess what Ox stands for. Like, he's dumb as an ox, you know. It's so sad. Oh, legit, I almost cried. I felt so bad for him. Like, Ox is just someone that we need to protect. I mean, he's not real, obviously, but if he was real, he's just like the type of person you would want to protect from everyone and everything, because he's so good, he's so kind, he's so innocent, and you're just so happy for him when he finally finds his people, when he finally meets Joe, even though Joe is younger than him, really young, but Joe's is just enamored with Ox, and you just feel like this love is just gonna be big. This is just gonna be the type of love story that you read about and you're just like, wow, this is amazing. So they are friends for a long time, quite a while. I would say 10-12 years. This is a long book, so if you don't want to read a long book and you want to read like a novella, probably this one is not for you. But if you want to get into it, this one, 5 stars. Literally 5 stars. I love this book so much. I will never ever forget it. I can't really go into the plot of what really happens, but it is heartbreaking. Prepare for tears, prepare for just like laughing and just feeling the sense of warmth, of family, of friendship, of love, of betrayal, of just everything that you get in life. And it's just amazing. So yeah, I love this book, and yeah, I hope you read it. I really hope you read it. And the next book I'm going to recommend is My Soul to Keep by Kennedy Ryan. This book, I feel like it doesn't get as much love as the other ones, but this series, it is a soul series. All 3 books are out, so you can binge read it. It is in true Kennedy Ryan form. Heartbreaking, but it's not as heartbreaking as the others, but it's still heartbreaking. So this one is about Kai and Reason. I said his name correctly, right? Reason. Like I always say, that is the weirdest name ever in life. For me. Just saying, for Mackie. But this book is about Kai. She is from Georgia. So when the book starts, she's actually losing her mom. Her mom passes away, and one of her big dreams that she had in life, and you know, her mom supported her with this dream, is for her to move to LA and become like a successful singer and a dancer. And so she finally does that when her mom passes away, just to honor her and to just like do what she was meant to do, because she's like, I'm unstoppable now, I'm gonna do it, and there's nothing that's gonna stand in my way. So And then she meets Reason. Reason is a problematic. He is a jerk, but he has so many issues. You just can't help but feel for the kid. Well, he's not a kid, he's a man, but you just can't help but just be like, I understand why you have issues. I understand why you need therapy, and I understand why you are going to therapy. Okay, it's hard. His life has been hard. So if you did read the Grip trilogy, it is a Bristol's brother. So that would also like incentivize you to read the series. You do see Bristol and Grip, but they aren't really in a relationship, and this book is taking part, well, the first two books. The third one, yes, I think so. When Kai meets Reason, they do have this connection, and Reason's like, I want to be with you, and like, I don't care. Like, if you just want us to be friends, I will take it, but just know that I want to be with you. So they start this friendship, and they just are so close to each other. They just like click on so many levels. They get each other, and Reason is so protective over her. He knows the industry, he knows what she can and she can't do. He's very protective. If you love music, if you like, I wouldn't say it's like summer vibes, but it is kind of summery, you would love this series. It is heartbreaking as well. It is beautiful. It is so beautiful. Kenny Ryan delivers in everything that she does. So yeah, I hope you read the series. Literally just noticed that I'm not in the middle. Like, whatever. I'm just gonna sit like this. I've been sitting like this the entire time. But the next book that I want to recommend is The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. And let me tell you, look at me right now. Let me tell you, this book is worth the hype. If you've seen this book at Barnes and Nobles, if you've seen this book at whatever shop, and you thought, no, TikTok doesn't know what they're talking about, I'm here to tell you right now that they know what they're talking about when it comes to this book. You guys don't understand how beautiful this book is. If you love the Wolfsong, you will love Song of Achilles. It is about Patroclus and Achilles. I can't even explain the plot to you, but it's just this all-consuming love, and it's just this devotion that Patroclus has with Achilles. Well, they have it for each other. They have this devotion and this sense of love and protection. It's overwhelming. It's so beautiful. The friendship is cute. It's just the quotes in this book. Oh my god. And the ending. I can tell you, like, the last 5 chapters, I can tell you what happens, what they said when, like, it was so, like, literally, I get goosebumps thinking about it. It's so, oh my god, like, wow, it is beautiful. This book, just read it. Don't think like I can't keep up with the Greek mythologies or whatever. It does have that sense at the beginning, but I promise you, you won't get lost. You won't get lost at all. She does a beautiful job of like reminding you of things without like oversharing or just like info dumping everything to you. It's so beautiful, this book. 5 stars, favorite of this year, no doubts about it. It's in a vlog. I need to read one more book. I just need to read one more book for that vlog, and then it will be up. But amazingness is what this book is. And the next book that I want to recommend is Kindred Sold by Ellie Wade. Now, this is the second book in a series, okay? So, wait, let me explain why you have to read the second book. You have to read the first one, obviously. You can skip it if you want to. I mean, no one's gonna judge you if you don't read the first book, but it will be better for you if you read the first book, so you can understand what the female character had to go through, what she had to survive, and just her state of mind and her state of being when she gets into this relationship with her friend, her best friend that she's known for so long. And it is just this book of love and patience and just kind of getting the sense of never having to settle. And when true love comes to you for the second time and you get to experience it, what it's like, how is it different, does it feel the same, or just this whole dynamic of what is this love, how do I go from being with my soulmate to being with my best friend who is also my soulmate. It is soul crushing, it is beautiful, it is new adult-ish, even though the second one is, the first book is new adult, the second one isn't, because they're much older now, but it is beautiful. I just noticed that most of these books are heartbreaking. I seem to have a theme. I don't like fun things. Like, fun things are boring. I want to be emotionally eviscerated. Please and thank you so much. So yeah, this book, I can't really tell you a lot of it, but if it's intriguing to you, read it. Both, I think all four of the books are out, but the first two books follow the same female character. So yeah. And the next book I want to recommend is The Problem with High and Low by Brittainy. This is also another book from the Element series that is a friends to lovers in its truest form, but this is just opposites. Like, the female character and the male character, they are so different. They were raised differently. The female character comes from I won't say rich, but a pretty good family home, and the male character doesn't. He is just suffering. He is on Struggle City. He has just boarded a flight to Struggle Town, and it's sad. It's so sad for him. His life is so sad. It's not nice saying that, but his life is sad, and it's just like his life is sad. But when he's with the female character, it's not that sad because they are best friends. Like, you get like the dynamic from the title of the book, The High and the Low. It is just kind of that book where you just like, damn, I thank God for my life. That's how good and heartbreaking this book was. So yeah, I am not gonna tell you too much about this book. Kind of go into it blind, even though I did kind of give you a synopsis or plots about the other ones. But this one is just one where you just read, check out the trigger warnings. I will say this one had my biggest trigger. I don't really have a lot of triggers, but this one is definitely a trigger for me, which is drug use, drug abuse, anything of that sort. But the way she handled it, I saw it in a different perspective. I saw things in a different way that I had never seen it before. And it made me cry. It made me like feel so bad for the characters, for the life that they have, for just how things are turning out for them. It's just really heartbreaking, but there is a friendship and a love that is there, that is strong, that is beautiful, that is just so great. And you're like, hallelujah, thank God she's there, because his life is rough. But I love this book. Sometimes I feel like it's my favorite book in the Element series, but then I think of Silent Orders and I'm like, maybe not. The next book that I want to recommend is A Thousand Boy Kisses by Tillie. Y'all know this is one of my favorite books of all time. Like, nothing can beat it. Like, I have never been more emotionally eviscerated, just like traumatized in life than I had been when I was reading this book. Like like, I don't know. Like, nothing can top this type of devastation. Like, I was not okay for a week. For a good week, I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do life. This book was so beautiful and heartbreaking, and just like, what is this? What is life? So this follows Poppy and Rune. Rune moves into, I think it's Georgia or something, some small town in America. He is from Norway. His family moves to America, and he is still speaking, I think it's Norwegian. He's still speaking his Norwegian, but when he sees Poppy, he kind of starts like trying to communicate with her, and they kind of get this like cute little friendship. Rune's family have to move back to Norway. His dad found another job, or he was located back to Norway, and Poppy and Rune, they have started this relationship. They are in a relationship with each other, but they promise that, you know, this like long distance relationship is still gonna work. We're still gonna be in love. We're still gonna be together, and they promise to talk to each other every day. Normal long distance relationships. But then all of a sudden, Poppy stops talking to him. She stops answering his text messages. She stops like all communication with him. So point of like, she tells her family to not talk to Rune's family anymore, and Rune is just left with knowing nothing. He is just like, what is going on? So obviously he comes back to America, and he finally finds out why Poppy did what she did, and he has kind of changed. He, like, this experience has kind of molded him into like an angry, uptight person, but he's hot, so that's that. But it's just like this book of like this love, and it's never truly over, and life is beautiful, and you just kind of have to take every day as it is and try to make the best out of everything. And this book, wow, that's all I'm gonna say. I love this book so much. Yeah, that's all the recommendations I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your favorite Friends to Lovers romance book is, and I will be sure to read it. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. I'll see you guys next time.